Hey, guy. Oh, don't clap. My wife says don't clap because it's bad.
Don't clap.
Hey, guys. Welcome to Movie Squad. Yes, where we have one simple mission. No good movie gets left behind. Today, I'm joined by my regular co-hosts, Chris and Donnie, and we have a special guest co-host with us, my oldest son, Gavin Miles. Gavin, how you doing, buddy?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
Welcome, Gavin.
Yeah.
So good to have
We're
you.
glad you're here, buddy.
Yeah. Anything going on in your life?
Barely making it through college.
We appreciate your honesty.
Exciting.
Hey, you're just like Chris. So that brings us to our next co-host, Chris, who barely made it not to college. How you doing, buddy?
So listen, I just want to say this. I feel you did a great job starting the show. You said
You did.
we do have
Probably.
a mission. It is leave no good movie behind. And every now and then, also no bad movie. But this is what I want to say. Listen, I don't ever want to hear another flipping word about Flight of the Navigator after tonight. That is what I want to say. All right. That is what I want to say.
Oh, that's oh man.
I don't even have time to let you know.
Oh,
I can't even
This is
believe it.
happening.
Nope.
This is
I want to get it on, but
I'm
we can't
Donnie.
get it on until we talk to our
How you doing?
third co-host tonight, Donnie Miles. Donnie, what are you doing? You
Third,
and Arnold.
third, fourth, fifth.
Man,
Going by my own squad. My
you
own
look like
movie
you're in
squad
a
tonight.
Schwarzenitzel.
I'm a Schwartz a schnitzel. I'm a
Dang.
Schwarzenegger sandwich.
Oh my
What did
goodness.
you say?
That is-
I'm not sure
Hey,
they have
I
a
don't know-
vaccine for that yet, but
If
they
a
should start
man-
who
working
would
on it.
want it?
If a man can't have posters of large, muscular, shirtless men sweating with large weapons in his basement, I mean, then he's not a man. I don't know what to tell you.
That one
Carry
on your,
on.
that Predator
I'm glad to
picture,
be
he
here.
has
I'm just
cleavage.
glad to be here. Did you
Mhm.
notice something missing?
Dude, your
My
face.
face is as bare as Arnie's chest.
Well, actually, I mean, to be fair, we started like 30 minutes late because we kept waiting for you to show up. We didn't realize that you were already here. So
Yeah. Actually, we waited. Donnie has a 5 o'clock shadow now. We had to wait so long for Chris to get us on here, but whatever.
That's true. That's not my fault.
I don't
All right,
know.
carry
man.
on.
All
I
right.
feel
listen,
you're hosting. What's going on?
I'm hosting
I know.
because
Check it out.
this is a third experiment in mixing up the hosts. Pretty sure we're going to go back to Chris regularly hosting this show after tonight. But
No, you guys are doing great.
But yeah, here we are. Well, that brings us to why we're here, right? I'm hosting because we're talking about what very well may be the greatest children's sports movie ever made.
Dude, you're not even being serious right now.
I'm pretty-
You're being provocative is what you're
Maybe.
To be
being.
fair,
Maybe. Yes, Gavin.
I wouldn't even consider Sandlot a children's sports movie.
Gavin's
Because it's
What is
so
happening
good.
right now?
Well, Gavin,
Yeah,
we're
so
glad
Gavin's
that you
making
joined
it-
us for your first and last appearance on the Movie Squad. That's
No,
No, he said it was
You're
so
missing what-
good. I can go
Okay.
with you on that path.
Gotcha.
I'm saying it's so good, it shouldn't even be in that category.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't
So
fit
unlike
into
this movie,
subcategory.
which
which-
is why this is the best.
Oh, wow. Phil, let's talk
Hey.
about this movie.
Raise them right. That's what I say. Let's talk about this movie, guys. I want to give you a quick plot recap for those of you that haven't seen The Little Giants. The one listener out there maybe who hasn't seen this movie. Let me tell you what it's all about.
God bless that guy.
You're that guy? Were you that guy? Had you?
No.
I was.
I said no.
I
no.
was that guy.
I said God bless that guy. But no, give us a synopsis first. We'll talk about
I'm
our
working on
experience with this.
Growing up, nerdy Danny O'Shea, played by Rick Moranis, always lived in the shadow of his older brother Kevin, played by Ed O'Neill, younger Ed O'Neill.
Yeah.
He was a Heisman Trophy
And he
winner
was
and
studly in those short shorts. I will say that,
Look,
man.
my son
There
literally
was no
said,
Arnold.
my littlest son literally said, "Why is he wearing shorts like that?" And that's real. That happened. But anyway, Ed O'Neill's character Kevin O'Shea is a Heisman Trophy winner. He's a local football hero. Growing up in Urbana, Ohio, Danny runs a local filling station, and Kevin owns O'Shea Chevrolet. Mayor convinces Kevin O'Shea to run, or coach, I should say, the Pee Wee Cowboys football team because they want to, I love this, by the way, bring a Pee Wee state championship to town. As if that was something to put on the sign.
It's the only thing he's not done, man. He's done it all.
I mean, he's done it all.
That's
Except
right.
playing
But
the pros.
He didn't win a Super Bowl, yeah.
he did not, apparently. However, Danny's tomboy daughter, Becky, nicknamed Icebox, is cut by her uncle from the team. And also cut from the team are her less talented friends, Rashid Hannon, who can't catch, Tad Simpson, who can't run, and Rudy Zoltek, who's overweight and quite flatulent. After being ridiculed by the players who made the team, she convinces her dad to coach a new Pee Wee team of their own, the Little Giants. Despite knowing little about football, Danny agrees. And since the town is only allowed one team, a playoff game must be played. Showdown
in 2 weeks.
That's
2
right.
weeks.
2 weeks. Listen,
2 weeks to play.
2 weeks.
That's crazy, Tom.
It's nuts job. But listen to this. A showdown ensues between the Cowboys and the Little Giants, between older brother and younger brother, between the fun of playing and the fun of winning. That's the Little Giants, guys. Chris, why do you hate this movie?
Oh my God. I mean, man. Whew. Where do we start? Let's start with the good. Rick Moranis, man. Rick Moranis is fantastic. What I don't understand why Rick Moranis is not in more stuff. That guy.
He's in the ICU from being assaulted in New York City.
His wife died. His wife died, and he quit acting.
He took some time. I know, but like, I mean, I know.
Bring him back.
That's a long time. Like, come on.
I thought I heard he was coming back. I
think they are doing like a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids reboot or something. Maybe he's coming back for. I'd be down for that.
Would you be for that?
Moranis?
Rick Moranis is Kevin O'Shea or Danny O'Shea.
Danny O'Shea?
Icebox's dad.
I have something to say.
How are you on the show and you don't know who's who?
Yeah, you should not be here.
10 years before I was born, bro.
That's true.
So,
guys, context. This show is 10 years older than Gavin.
Oh,
8 years, but that's fine. So let me say something about Rick Moranis.
Yeah,
I love Rick Moranis.
Mm-hmm.
This movie, when I saw him on screen, made me miss Rick Moranis like a lot. However,
he's not good in this movie.
I do not like him in this movie at all.
Yeah, no.
Why?
This movie is terrible.
He's terrible.
This movie is terrible.
He's phoning it in. And he honestly, he seems kind of jerky in this movie. I don't know why, but he just seems kind of snarky, and I did not like Rick Moranis in this movie at all.
Okay, listen, let's bring Gavin in. Let's bring Gavin into the conversation because he's going to be the dissenting point of view. He thinks this movie's great. That's why he's here, so that I wouldn't be outnumbered, because I love this movie. And I didn't think it would be fair to be outnumbered. So Gavin, why do you agree with this take on Rick Moranis? Icebox's dad, is he a jerk? Is this, I mean, I don't even know what to make of it.
Well, Uncle Donnie sounds like a true jock if he thinks Danny's meaner than Kevin.
Didn't say that.
He didn't say
Don't
that.
You put words in my mouth.
I'm just saying, if you're complaining about one actor, you should complain about the other.
We haven't got to Ed O'Neill yet.
He is appropriately smarmy. That's what he does. That's what he's always done.
Like, this guy's able.
Neither of them are Arnold.
Okay, hang on. Let's take. I want to take one step back before we get in, because Phil, you started asking earlier about when we watched it. This is Donnie's first time.
First time watching this movie.
Donnie, this is your first time watching this movie?
It is.
Is it possible? So you're telling me that once you got into this movie, you weren't like, oh yeah, how did I forget this awesomeness? Like, oh, I saw this, and
do you really want me to answer that question? I thought this movie was terrible.
Okay. Okay, Gavin, what about you? What was your memory of seeing this movie? I mean, you like it, which is great. Like, how old were you? Do you remember? Like, was this like 4 or 5, 12? Okay, 12. Okay. All right.
You had to be younger than 12 the first time you saw this movie.
Maybe.
He was -8.
All I remember was they told me that it was really good. And then we watched it.
Who's they? I want to know
my
names.
parents.
Did Santa Claus? Is this Santa Claus? Did he tell you this was really good?
But yeah, and so like it was just hilarious. Come on, I got lines written down.
Whoa, right. I love it. The man's got some notes. I love it. Okay. All right.
So we talked Rick Moranis, and
Rick
I
Moranis
get it.
is great.
Listen, I actually, this is going to seem, I'll probably take from this later when this episode gets listened back by my wife, who loves this movie.
So sad.
But I could see where Donnie's coming from on Rick Moranis seeming a little, I won't say snarky or jerky, dismissive.
He's kind of, he just didn't act like he was putting it all out there in this movie. Like, I feel like you said, so Gavin and I were talking about this before the show, Gavin. You remember what you said?
you don't like Icebox in this movie because you feel like she gets mad at her dad for taking seriously what she roped him into.
Yeah, that's fair.
So my point is
like midway, she starts blaming him when the whole entire first part of the movie was all her. It was all her idea. Like
as
he even was
arguing, get a job.
Yeah.
Then she just decided.
Yeah,
that he was not a football.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, no, I mean, I absolutely get that take. Here's okay. So you asked the question. I'll answer. I do think it's terrible. But I think it's because I just feel like it's missing. I don't know.
Everything.
It's missing heart.
Do you watch the second half?
Oh my gosh.
I just
totally missing heart. This movie's terrible.
There's like to me, there's no motivation. There's no turning point. There's no what is the turning point? John Madden got lost in Ohio, and that was the turning point for the people.
Hey, I'm the host. Hold your tongue. What, Gavin?
Well, if we want to talk about like character development, the turning point was easily when Uncle Kevin was like, "No, I don't think you're pretty. I think you're beautiful." And then she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be a cheerleader." And then she realized I could be a girly girl and a football player.
That is not why she wanted to be a cheerleader. She wanted to be a cheerleader because of Junior.
Get with that guy.
He convinced her that she was pretty enough to date him.
Yeah, but don't you think Uncle Kevin is just trying to ruin the Little Giants' chances?
Yeah.
He's trying to get her off.
He's an uncle before he's a coach.
No, bro. He has never been an uncle the entire
Really? Because later in the game,
you missed the whole point of that exchange.
Yeah, later in the game, he goes, "That's no
team.
girl. That's my niece," or some dumb stuff.
Yeah, he goes, "That's no cheerleader. That's my niece," and she's pissed.
Yeah, great line.
So he's uncle before coach.
All the lines in this movie, let's use that. Let's use this as a transition point because all the good lines in this movie are delivered by Ed O'Neill.
That's
Ed O'Neill's fantastic in this movie.
Wait. You say all the good lines like there's more than any good lines.
Dude, the kid with the goggles who's like.
There's a lot of good lines in this movie, and we got a special segment. We're gonna let Gavin get into some of those lines.
Nice.
But yeah, Ed O'Neill is got the best.
Yeah, he's great. He's great.
No, little Jake.
Jake.
I mean, Jake is pretty amazing.
You're talking about Mr.
There is
my shrink says I need to get out more.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that kid is like an 85-year-old Jewish guy. I don't know how they de-aged him.
That's what's his name? What's the guy?
He alone makes a movie.
Listen, if George Burns played Benjamin Button, that he would become.
Yeah. Yes. George Burns. Yes.
There is a person in this movie on the screen pretty early. It is Ed O'Neill. Mary Ellen Trainor is her name. She's the mom.
Yes. You want to talk about Mary Ellen Trainor?
Oh, I do. She's passed away now, about 5 or 6 years ago, but she was in a buttload of 80s movies.
Bro,
you want
to say them or you want me to list them?
I'll give you some. She was in all the Lethal Weapons. She was in the Goonies.
Yes.
She was in Action freaking Jackson. Yep.
Why isn't that
she got killed him?
I know. Come on.
I have Action. You'll see Action Jackson on this wall soon enough. Just calm down. I have it. It's ready. She was in Back to the Future 2. She's married. She was married to Bob Zemeckis, Robert Zemeckis, the director.
Oh, really?
She was a bit player in a lot of 80s movies. Very familiar.
Is she one of the cops in Back to the Future 2?
Yeah, she's one of the cops. Unfortunately, she did pass away a few years ago. But yeah, she's great. I enjoyed her.
You left off 2 very important movies that she was in.
I will kick myself in a moment.
E.T.
Romancing the Stone.
She was her sister. She was Joan Wilder's sister. Yep.
Okay. And it's a travesty that you did not list this last movie. Because this last movie is the mere impetus of our gathering this evening. She also was in The Monster Squad.
She was in The Monster Squad. That's true, Squad.
Which again, I've never seen that movie. So
Squad.
What?
We said this whenever we changed the name of the podcast. I've never seen The Monster Squad.
All right, have any clue who Mary Ellen Trainor is?
Just the mom.
Just the mom. Unfortunately, that's true.
I'm sorry. Did you say Megan Trainor? He knows all about Megan Trainor. Is that what you said?
At first, I thought Squints was in this movie, but then I realized, nope, that's not Squints. I wish it was, because then that would mean, guess what? I was watching The Sandlot, and I would have been much happier.
You don't need to keep making Sandlot comparisons. They're not the same. They're not the same. The Sandlot.
Yeah, Sandlot has has heart the entire time.
Heart.
Gavin's right. It's a quality movie, but what sets these two movies so far apart is the fact that The Little Giants is about the showdown, and The Sandlot is about friends forever. I mean, the team showdown in that movie happens in the middle, in like the second act.
Yeah, I think a better comparison is Bad News Bears.
That's a good movie.
I think it's as good as Bad News Bears.
Whoa.
You're an insane person.
Arnold. Why? Because they're not drinking on the mound.
Arnold from Predator thinks you're insane. Arnold from Commando thinks you're insane.
Yeah, but have you ever seen Bad
You're
News
insane.
Actually, I don't think I have.
You never seen Bad?
Not the remake.
No,
the original.
I saw the Bad News Bears with Donnie's son, not knowing it is not safe. It is not good for 7-year-old children.
Rick Moranis has a lot of chest hair. I was reminded of the scene.
Grab that out. That's a scene.
I think Don's going with the withdrawals from losing hair, so he's just looking at it wherever he can.
I was reminded of the scene in Jaws when Brody says to Richard Dreyfuss, "You're wearing a vest."
What's a fun baseball movie, Gavin? What's better?
No, it's not better.
Please say Rookie of the Year.
But it's super fun.
Yeah.
I love Benchwarmers.
Oh, that's great.
Benchwarmers. Yes,
I don't think I've seen Benchwarmers.
Oh my gosh.
Is that David Spade? Yeah, I never seen that.
John Love. Who's on that?
I never saw that.
All right, we're getting off topic. Listen,
You're the host.
We're talking about good sports movies like The Little Giants.
So we're done talking. Okay. Sorry, my bad.
No. So we've talked about Ed O'Neill. Ed O'Neill's great.
He's great.
Fantastic.
The entire time he's so good.
The reality is, and I wrote this in my notes, the only actors in this movie still around is Ed O'Neill, who's the oldest one of the bunch, and Rick Moranis, if you count that surveillance video footage. Like,
that's
nobody else in this movie this movie isn't exactly a career maker. I'll say that. I enjoyed this movie. It's not a career maker, but I will say there are some notable appearances.
Yes.
Harry Shearer.
Yep.
Okay.
He's the commentary guy. He's the play-by-play man.
And I will say the only part of this movie that I laughed uncontrollably was after that kid gets kicked in the balls.
Yep.
Johnny.
And he says, somebody's got, what did he say? Somebody's got some Aunt Betty's nut butter. A handful of Aunt Betty's nut butter. Betty's nut butter.
Absolutely the best part of the movie.
That's the best line in this movie.
So
and
good.
It's profane, but whatever.
That's Johnny, who Donnie says is the only quality child actor in this movie.
Agreed.
No,
yes, I'm agreeing with myself.
Listen, Gavin is debating you on that fact. Gavin thinks it's
Jake.
Wait,
which one is Jake? Oh, Jake's the little scrawny kid. I like him too. No. Except for I don't like the CGI snot bubble. I didn't like any of that scene.
Johnny is the kid who has no dad. The dad.
He has a dad.
Absent dad.
Coming, leaving. He has a dad. His dad is too busy. That kid is the best kid in the movie. He's better than all the main kids in the movie.
He doesn't talk ever. He doesn't do anything. Of course, he seems like a good actor. All he does is run around.
I'll take that. If some of these kid actors would talk less, it would be a better movie.
Okay, hang on. So I will defend it a little bit. I do think the kids were pretty funny at times. I liked the ribbing back and forth that they gave each other. I thought there were some really good nicknames, and I thought it was good.
That line at the beginning. First of all, Zoltek, the kid that wears the Darth Vader helmet.
Oh, he's so
Gavin, give us a Zoltek. Give us the best line said to Zoltek.
Rang?
Yes. But Ed O'Neill, like I told you a minute ago, Ed O'Neill delivers some of the finest lines in this movie, and one of them is to Zoltek when he says, "I don't know, son. I don't have a sundial."
What was my time?
It's my time, coach. I don't know, son. I don't know.
That's good. There's some pretty good.
But here's the good thing though about Zoltek is that he got in really good shape in 2 weeks. I mean, he could run the whole football field. So I mean, clearly
he
did
really not run the whole football field.
Man.
He had a back lateral pass.
It was pretty great. It was right.
He ran a pretty long way. A guy who was huffing and puffing after literally, in the words of Rob Lowe, literally.
I have a.
Go ahead, Gavin. Donnie's computer
3 steps and was out of breath, and then he was perfect.
It was never debated that he couldn't run. He was just slow.
Yeah.
Like he ran the 40.
He's like,
you're
the Zoltek of our group.
I know, bro.
So
I'm
there's
with you. You got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich stashed away for just, whenever you need it, bro. I'm there.
Never gonna get ahead in life using your.
I thought that kid was dead.
Great scene. That whole opening tryout scene. Come on, dude. Listen, I know you guys are crapping on this movie, and I get it, whatever. But you cannot tell me you didn't laugh over and over again at that original tryout scene. Donnie, come on. Listen, I don't believe you. Here's the thing. I think Donnie went into this movie with a chip on his shoulder.
Uh-oh.
No, that's not fair.
And
I love Rick Moranis. I love Rick Moranis. I went in guns blazing for this movie.
I don't care.
Or were you expecting Sandlot?
It let me down. You let me down. Movie up. And your wife, if your wife listens to this podcast, I want to have words with her because she acts like this is one of her favorite movies. And I think she's got troubles, man, if this is one of her favorite movies.
Listen, let me tell you why you know what? I'm going to go to bat for my wife right now. You know why my wife likes this movie? Because it's fun.
Hard.
It's not.
It's fun.
It's not. It doesn't require a lot of
good.
It lets her sit and watch her phone while she watches it.
Yeah, that's a whole other discussion.
That would explain everything.
I mean,
sidebar. Does it bother you guys when you watch a movie with someone, but they're doing something else?
Yes.
Yeah,
thoroughly.
Absolutely. Well,
I want them to leave the room.
No, if it's a movie that you're specifically watching with them, like if you're like, hey, I'm watching Little Giants for the, why don't you watch with me? And they sit next to you and then just don't pay attention the whole time. But like if you're just watching something, they're sitting in the room just because you're in the same room together. It doesn't really bother me. But yeah,
this is an iconic line in our house. Yeah, Carrie, you watching this? Watching at it.
Wait. What did she say?
What just happened?
Watching at it.
I'm watching at it.
One thing about this movie that actually had me wondering, because this was, pretty trite stuff, was I didn't know where Spike would end up. I actually thought he would stay on the team. Like he would become like what was it, Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds. He'd be like, he'd kind of find his place among the nerds and be like, all right, I'm a big nerd too. And nope. Well, he turned on him and tried to kill them all.
He walked away from him.
He tried to mass murder all of those children.
When he walks that kid into the ground.
The guy started clapping.
That's right, Gavin. Gavin makes a good point.
What? Say it again?
Say that again?
Well, he's the guy at the end who starts clapping first.
Yep.
We lost.
Yeah, and by the way, Icebox does not know how to clap. Watch her when she claps. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It's super weird.
You got to know that that's because they told the kids, like, listen, we'll add clapping in post. We just need you to make like a clapping motion.
Yeah.
And kids who have never taken an acting class don't understand that you have to actually make it look like you're clapping.
I want to know.
Quick, hold on.
Go ahead.
And we'll get to you, Jet, real quick. Harry Shearer, voice of Ned Flanders from The Simpsons. Just running through some people that were actually notable, especially in 1994. You might have had a better chance of recognizing them.
Wait, what? Who was the voice of The Simpsons? What was he?
Harry, the announcer.
The announcer.
Miss Aunt Betty's Nut Butter.
That guy, he was definitely my favorite. He was my favorite.
Yeah. You had a guy named Mark Holton. Donnie, do you recognize that name?
Is that the flat top guy?
Nope, that was Mr. Zoltek. Our worsts are the best. He was the heavy-set guy who played for the Beavers in Teen Wolf.
Oh.
He also made an appearance.
Oh, yeah. He was in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Yeah, I know who he is.
Yep, he was in this movie.
He's the guy in Naked Gun that goes, hey, it's Enrico Palazzo.
Yes. That's right. And then there was another little known actress, but I put it on here because Donnie, I thought maybe you and Chris especially, but you guys watched this show. Susanna Thompson, Patty Floyd. Did either of you recognize her from The Arrow?
I don't watch The Arrow.
Oh.
You guys?
Do you watch
No,
Arrow?
I watch Arrow. Yeah.
Apparently, no.
Yeah.
26 years older now.
Yeah.
She may be someone's grandmother on that show.
Yeah, she was probably the mother. She's probably the mother, but I'd have to go back and watch. Yeah, I didn't notice her when I saw her. No.
So the kids, real quick, I'll run through a couple of the kids. Devin Sawa played Junior Floyd, went on to star in the Final Destination movies.
Yeah.
And also was the voice.
He's had a decent career. Yeah, he's had a decent career. Yeah, he's good. He's fine.
Alexa Vega,
great teammate,
makes a showing in this movie. Does anybody know who that is? Gavin?
Spy Kids.
Spy Kids.
She was in this?
She's the little sister.
She is, isn't she?
Yep.
Oh, the cheerleader?
There's a scene, I think it's with her now that you say her name, where Mary Ellen Trainor, when they're sitting around the table at dinner, and Mary Ellen Trainor, the camera pulls way back, you see under the table. And the mom, gives a line, and then she kicks the daughter under the table to deliver her line. It's pretty funny. Yeah, it's pretty great.
She's the one that had the video camera.
Yeah. Okay, it is her. I didn't recognize her.
Yeah. So she was the Spy Kids franchise in one of those Machete movies.
Probably with the guy who's from Spy Kids.
Probably, yeah.
Is he the dude, the Mexican dude?
Yeah, he's the
Danny Trejo.
That's right, Danny Trejo. Gavin,
Danny Trejo has been in every movie ever made, just so you guys know.
Amazing.
As the same exact character.
Michael Zweiner, who played Zoltek, was in nothing else but a movie called Big Bully. I only mention it because it was with Rick Moranis. And then
grooming alert.
Johnny, grooming alert.
What's happening?
And then Johnny made an appearance in Star Trek Next Generation. Chris, do you recognize a character named Alexander Rosenko?
No.
Who was a Vulcan. Johnny was in that. So this brings me to kind of the next thing I wanted to talk about. We'll get to some of these things, but Donnie said something the other night in our pre-production meeting that we don't have with Chris when we're hanging out.
Thanks.
Yep.
About child actors. So I guess this movie brings up the discussion. Are there any good child actors?
Ooh.
Or have there ever been?
So Gavin, I'll let you weigh in first because you're of the three of us, you are someone's child, and you've watched a lot of kid movies.
You're the only one of the four of us that is someone's child.
Selena Gomez did a great job.
Selena Gomez.
Oh, come on.
I would agree with Donnie.
Selena
Gomez.
The one Mexican kid kicking it, and his brother, who was in Hannah Montana, both great actors.
Yeah, I don't know who any of them. I don't know what you're saying right now.
You know what I'm talking about? What did you?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I wouldn't classify either of them as good.
Entertaining.
Is that
That's
all? That's
different than good. We talked about that before on the last podcast.
I believe.
Who was the first one? Selena Gomez. I thought Selena Gomez was really good in Wizards of Waverly Place. She reminded me of a young Jennifer Aniston.
What?
I don't. Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Good job.
No, I just can't think of anything that Selena Gomez has been in.
Nothing.
Since she hasn't been in anything.
She's a singer now.
All right. Okay. Great.
She's terrible.
She's a Disney actress.
Okay.
She never wanted to have a real career.
Jodie Foster.
Leave her alone.
We're killing it.
Jodie Foster was a great child actor.
Jodie Foster. There you go. Jodie Foster's good. I would say Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore was in E.T. And I mean, she's not
think Drew Barrymore
let me ask you guys.
Worthy, but I mean,
let me ask you guys this question: are you picking actresses or actors that are now considered high caliber actors or actresses who also acted as children? Because that doesn't mean that they were good child actors.
So you're saying actual good child actors?
Good as a child.
Okay. The best child actor that I can think of off the top of my head is Haley Joel Osment in The Sixth Sense. That kid sold it, bro.
Okay. And
then he went on to do a lot of
nothing. Not an adult. Yeah.
He's
I would also.
He was in Tusk.
What is the name of the kid
on this show?
What is? So I agree with Haley Joel Osment. What is the name of the kid that did want to say.
If you say Macaulay Culkin, I'm going to cry.
I mean, I think Macaulay Culkin is great, but no. I think it's Freddie Highmore. He was in Finding Neverland, and he's good, right? He's
Norman
good.
Bates in Bates Motel. He's good.
Gavin asked me a question. What's the name of who, Gavin?
Kid who played Karate Kid.
He wasn't
Ralph
really a kid,
Macchio.
Though. Yeah, he's not great.
Ralph Macchio was a not good actor, and he was like a grown man.
He was like 30.
He was like
30 years old.
You know what? I'm going to make an unpopular.
No wonder he won the tournament. He was older than everyone.
Yeah. Not only did he win the tournament, but afterward, the cops arrested him for assault on a minor.
Assaulting minor children.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will break down on a limb here, and this is going to be an unpopular statement.
Uh-oh.
And nobody's going to
like this movie.
Jaden Smith.
I was going to say that.
No, I can get behind that.
Okay.
For a Kung Fu Kid. I mean,
Kung Fu Kid, which is what it should have been called.
Yes.
All day long.
Well, that's the only thing I know him in, but he was fantastic in that movie. Yeah, I would
guess what movie I haven't seen?
Kung Fu
Kid.
Because he's in it.
What? Come on. How do you make Hollywood determinations? Like they're not all people that you totally don't agree with on some principled level.
I don't like
random people and go, I'm not watching that guy.
I've seen him in stuff. I don't like him. I don't think he's good.
What's that?
Whatever. I think. Okay, I will say this:
Will Smith and Jaden Smith are in it together.
The Pursuit of Happiness, and he's fantastic in that.
No, Pursuit of Happiness is really good.
What movie?
The Pursuit of Happiness.
But then there was the one about the end of the world too.
Yeah, that one not so much.
Well,
I saw neither of those movies.
Listen, the question isn't whether or not the movies were good. The question is, was the actor?
Hey, I thought Kung Fu Kid was great.
I thought it was better than the original, and I think they should have called it Kung Fu Kid and not called it a remake.
Yes.
No, sit down. You haven't seen it. I'm the only one of.
To be fair, you haven't seen it. It is really good.
No, it's not better
Donnie,
than the original.
Here's the deal.
Dude, the original is not great, Donnie. The original is not great.
It is.
The original is fueled by nostalgia and soundtrack.
I'm going to make another controversial statement. Donnie feels the way he feels about the Karate Kid for the same reason that Carrie feels the way she feels about this movie, The Little Giants.
Full circle.
And The Little Giants is every bit as good from a production value stance as The Little Giants. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Seething.
Are you joking? Or are you just trying to tick me off?
When was the last time you watched The Karate Kid? The acting in that was terrible.
Not long ago. Like maybe 2 years ago. The acting's
terrible.
It's not.
I mean, it's pretty bad. I mean, other than
it's not. It's good. It's
amazing.
I don't know that Gavin's ever. Have you ever seen the original Karate Kid movie, Gavin?
No, but I've seen Cobra Kai.
Get out.
I can't believe you watch Cobra Kai without seeing Karate Kid, though, man.
But I know the story.
Backwards.
That's crazy.
So here's my thought on child acting.
You can watch it like it's a prequel. Okay, go ahead.
I will say this.
Hey, Natalie Portman. Would you count Natalie Portman? She was a great child actor. What's the Hitman movie she did with what was it called?
Leon, the professional.
Yeah, Leon was great. She was a teenager in that.
She is a terrible actress now.
Your
for
face
sure.
is a terrible actress.
Agreed. It's very clean shaven. It looks like a woman.
Leather bag.
Looks like a sack of Aunt Betty's nut butter.
That's my favorite line. I'm not even kidding. I lost it. I've seen it before. I just did not remember.
The next scene when he's holding the ball, but he's got a big giant cup on the outside. Come on.
So there was a lot of fart things, but there was my favorite very. So there was a straight cut. Whenever Ed O'Neill tries to tackle his wife in the house and flies out the window, and he racks himself on the tree branch, and he falls into the water. And do you know what the next shot is? The next shot is a jump cut to a sausage truck, and I just thought that was
our worst are the best, is what it says inside of that.
I mean, that had to have been planned, right?
Ed O'Neill. I did find it strange that Kevin O'Shea, local football hero, clearly wealthy, upper middle class, maybe more than, had a very cheap above ground pool.
Yeah.
He did for sure. I think collapsed like a cheap tent, dude.
Yeah. It's like that's.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's my thought on the child
What were
actors
you
thing.
gonna say,
So
Donnie?
I do think today that child actors are better than they were then. And here's my thought on that. It's because of like it's media, it's social media, it's iPhones. They're exposed. I mean, not only exposed to it, but they are it now. They make social media.
They live in front of a camera.
They're in front of the camera all the time. And they know what drama is. They're dramatic on purpose, and it's more natural now than it's ever been. 20 years ago, you didn't even have that.
You disagree, Gavin?
Nobody who gets on shows is like that, though. That's like TikTok and YouTube. But actual Disney shows and whatnot,
this felt like a Disney movie.
Oh, I don't know if he's a kid.
With all the fart jokes and
this is an Amblin Entertainment movie.
There's this kid. Wait, hang on. There's this kid. He plays crap. I'm gonna have to look up. He plays 5 on Umbrella Academy. And my daughter,
that guy's good.
My daughter just told me he was on a Disney show called like Wick, Stick, Wiki, and Billy or something. And that kid's amazing. I'm gonna look him
Wick, Stick, Wiki, and Billy.
I want to review that show just so Chris can say that more. I've never seen Umbrella Academy.
Aunt Betty's Nut Butter and Wiki, Wick, Sticky, and Billy.
Look, I'm gonna find it, and you're gonna know. Okay.
I want to say something about this movie that I was very bothered by. Does anybody want to take a guess at what it is? Like legit bothered by? No one watched this movie and came away going, "Ooh, I don't know about that."
Spike's dad.
Well, I mean, like gender
little
roles.
Boys in their underwear. They're in their undies, man.
No, I didn't.
And then Junior,
I didn't get that at all.
Junior taps Icebox on the butt.
Yes,
I
don't even remember that. All football people are smacking butts. This is why I don't even like football, because
she's
way too much butt smacking.
I can't believe
that is sexual harassment, dude.
Not in 1994.
It's not now.
Oh, it's
true,
hang on,
but
it's Nikki, Ricky, Dickie, and Dawn.
Dong? What? Nikki,
Dawn.
Ricky,
Dickie, and Dawn is a Disney Channel show.
You said Wick, Stick, Wiki, and Billy?
I knew they were all like rhyming words. I don't know what to tell you. All I know is this kid. His name is hang on. His name is Aiden Gallagher. And he was born 2003, so he's almost 20.
17.
But when he was doing that show, that was back
20.
I'm 18, and I was born in 2002.
Is my math wrong?
He's 17.
17. Well, that's what I said. Almost 20. Do you not know how almost works?
Yeah. Well, I guess
he's good. He is
Donnie
a good
turns
actor.
50
I like
tomorrow. By the way, Donnie,
happy birthday!
This episode airs, bro. You're 50.
Bro.
I'll be 50 by the time anyone sees or hears this. Yes.
Holy balls!
In fact,
I say that to
I'm
say
45 minutes
50.
away right now.
Almost 50.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Donnie, is that your point about child? So your whole thing is childhood actors now. I will say this to that.
What about
point.
Shirley Temple?
I don't think she's good.
She's amazing.
She's atrocious.
Yeah, you can both start your own podcast because you'll never come back on the show again.
I'm hosting this week, so nobody can.
Shirley Temple is amazing.
Whatever.
Debatable.
Nothing in black and white was ever amazing.
Oh my goodness.
That is
Not
a
true.
ton of
Expand
nut butter
your
right there.
horizons.
What is happening?
It's merely a provocative statement. I actually really enjoyed this.
A lot of those tonight.
Evan Samurai was fantastic.
Holy crap!
Citizen Kane was fantastic.
Who
All right.
stands in a grocery store and throws toilet paper down the aisle of the supermarket?
The stud
Junior
does.
Floyd.
The stud does, man. Come on.
Loves football enough to practice it in the grocery store.
Rather than maybe, I don't know,
the tryout for the Cowboys.
I don't know. Maybe go outside with a football and throw the ball outside.
Maybe he doesn't have a football.
Toilet paper
inside. Like he doesn't have a dad.
Maybe find some friends that have a football.
Maybe it's because of the coach, because she has a big crush on Danny.
Yeah.
Pretend like you like someone, and they'll be your friend. They'll have a football.
Because they don't talk doesn't mean she doesn't need there.
No, he didn't know.
Maybe he has soft girl hands, and that's just easier.
Like Arnold.
I do.
They're called plot points, Donnie. They're called plot development points. And your failure to understand this is unacceptable. You needed that scene to set up one of the best special effects. And let's talk about the special effects in this movie.
Let's talk about that snot bubble, because I almost turned the movie off the second time.
When he throws
I'm legit.
It was Becky, by the way, who threw the touchdown.
Did she throw the ball and it turned into the?
Because Junior had her back.
Junior had her back. Okay,
that was a good
Becky
scene.
Throws the football and it turns into
toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
And Donnie, how would you have that? What about Angels in the Outfit? Angels in the Outfit is a good movie too. So listen, all I'm saying is that
movies now.
All I'm saying is that there's a snot bubble, and I had remembered it. I had remembered it back when I haven't watched this in quite a while, and so I was like, I legit paused it just before that happened. I was like, I don't think I need to watch this again. It's fine. Like I remembered enough, but I went ahead and watched it. That is terrible. It's terrible CGI, but it's still gross. And it still like splashes on the kid that pops it. Like you got like somebody else's snot splash on your finger. No, I'd cut my finger off.
These kids hang out in their underwear together.
Bull crap. Ain't gonna happen. Are you asking if while I was at the hotel I showered with my tennis shoes on? I did. And that is the way you have to do it. Okay. All I'm saying, that was unacceptable.
For all our listeners, that is a true statement. That is not made up at all.
It's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
So I like that Mortimer and Randolph.
Are you making up names now?
Duke.
The
Duke brothers from Trading Places showed up in this movie. The two old guys.
Yeah.
They were on the phones. They were funny.
No, but it felt like that when they were doing that.
That was funny.
I felt like they were going, hey, maybe we can like manipulate this situation.
I didn't think it was funny. What were they trying to do? Because after they made the call. Fight. Well, no, after they made the call, they went and got like lawn chairs and set out by the road.
I want to watch them race. Listen, you want my theory about this movie? Those two old guys are the devil.
Nope.
Oh, see, I was gonna say the two old guys were like brothers from the first cycle. Yeah, see.
Why do you think they were the devil?
Because I think every movie is a conspiracy about death.
Arnold fought the devil in End of Days.
Listen, so you know I will say this. One of my notes that I wrote down is when you were a kid, was there anything cooler than a go-kart? I love that they had a go-kart race. And then, oh my gosh, I loved it.
Gavin, would you have loved to have had a go-kart like that go-kart in this movie?
So are we to take from that she drives that everywhere?
Well, we actually have one. It's just at work.
That's right. Because your dad's not Danny O'Shea. What, Donnie?
Wait, Donnie, say that again, Donnie.
I said, are we to take it that she drives that thing everywhere she goes?
Oh yeah,
I guess so.
But
sometimes
he
does too.
Yeah, he's all like,
apparently when he wants to go recruit Spike.
Yeah.
Here's a question
I have. That scene at all. Why does a grown man get in the go-kart to drive to like?
Because he's got to pass the train, bro.
Okay,
he's got to go.
Could you imagine going to recruit what would be the best player on your team, and you zip up in a go-kart, and the guy's like, "Hey, Heisman Trophy! Yep, that's me in my go-kart right there."
Yeah.
One of the most uncomfortable scenes was when he goes, "That's what they all said," and he goes, and just like taps him on this.
Who?
You mean their faces got too close together?
Who said?
No, just like he was like.
Spike's dad when he's like, yeah you're kind of small. Like that's what they all said.
Oh yeah.
He's like, oh, I think I get it, but I don't really, but I think I get it.
Listen, Donnie, before we move forward, Donnie, you talked about some of the inappropriate stuff. There was a scene in this movie where Icebox Becky kisses Rick Moranis on the lips.
Wait, I missed that. When did that happen?
I missed that too.
I would have thrown my laptop.
I would have thought of Chris throwing his laptop.
I don't think that's happened, bro. Yeah, let me know.
On the mouth.
Oh man, no!
Wow, that's
father and children mouth kisses is completely unacceptable.
That's on the phobias list, man.
Yeah,
because I remember, I didn't write it down, but I remember It's my bag. I remember feeling like that's not okay on any level. And now I can't remember. I didn't write it down, but I'm telling you.
So
there's a kid kisses an adult
on
in
the
mouth.
same note.
I don't like it.
When he tucks her in the night before game day, he kisses her, and I felt the same way. I was like, that's uncomfortable.
Well, she's asleep.
Yeah. But
wait a second.
This movie is totally
he like kisses her. Wait, hang on. So now I feel like I'm part of Crazy Town. What? So
kissed her on the head.
Oh, just on the head, yeah.
And you don't think that's okay?
No, I don't think it's okay. It was just like, this is an actor and a child actor, and it just felt wrong.
But that's what you said.
I literally had this moment of like, should we even have movies with kids in it?
Oh, I thought that after this movie
wrong.
a lot.
So in Gavin's world, movies with children in them are played by adults.
Wow. I would actually like this. I would rather see movies like
all
that.
The parts were played by men.
Yeah.
Speaking of kissing, there's a scene in this movie where Icebox and Junior are talking about kissing, and she says,
"First off, wait. I
know what Grace is going to say right now. I already know what you're going to say.
The people in the boat, man.
Yes.
The people in the boat were like licking each other's faces.
They are getting
appropriate.
I feel like the day of shooting, they were just like, "Hey, are you guys dating? Okay, well then, good. So we don't have to have any awkward,
Gavin is in a dating.
It is. Oh my god.
Gavin is in a dating relationship right now, and I just think that if I rode up on the edge of the lake and they were like swallowing each other's face, I would call it out.
Those people were on
would you call it out as and be like, hey, get your tongue out of her throat? Is that what you would do?
I'd be like, bro,
stop it.
Well, here's the thing.
What you should do is you should get a snorkel and swim under the boat where they don't know that you're there, and then flip them over in the boat, but then also have a small child recording it so that I can see that. That's what I would like to do.
Yeah. Gavin, what did you say?
I don't understand why that couple in real life wouldn't be just so weirded out. They're 50 feet from them, just like, you want to kiss? And like they're watching these people make out.
Yeah.
It is very creepy. Like before Casper gets there, that girl is just straight up sitting on some boards, watching these two people like go to town. And she is like hardcore staring at it. She ain't moving.
Oh my gosh.
Who knows how long she's been there? Like, and Casper actually scares her. Like when he comes over, like, hey, and she's like, whoa, I'm not doing anything. Casper's been there.
So back to my thought.
Junior Floyd voiced Casper, Donnie.
Yeah, Junior. He's
alongside Christina Ricci.
Yeah,
I never saw that movie.
You know how to find Becky.
Hey, she was a good child actor, right?
Maybe Junior found Becky.
Winona Ryder
Wanted to go down to the pool.
Hey,
what about curly head? What about curly head guy of Dustin? Stranger Things. He's great. He's a child, right?
They're new though. That's what I'm saying.
Right? He's a child, right? They're all children.
16.
That's child.
So he's great.
My point.
He's great.
They're newer
like
though.
From Stranger Things.
He's a pansy.
They're in the modern times.
Not as much Will.
Wait, who's in modern times?
You lost my train of thought. Back to the kissing.
Sorry, kissing.
She says to him, if you don't know how to kiss, you can't have kids and you can't get a job.
Yes.
I think he said the job time.
What job are you talking about here?
Well, listen,
you can't kiss, you can't get a job?
Yeah,
what training is that?
Clearly, Becky Icebox is enrolled in an extra credit class, maybe a trade school class, because she's taking serious notes on that makeout session. And so she's learning about making out.
This is how I'm going to get a job.
Clearly, this is the
job.
That
makeout session is
Becky
crazy.
Here's how we're going to get a job. So I got to just lean to
Where is the montage in this movie? There's no montage, no training montage.
Because it's a terrible sports movie.
Yeah, I know. You can't have a good sports movie without a montage.
I can't hear you, Gavin. What?
Is there ever conclusion about Becky and Junior's relationship?
No.
Do they ever kiss? They kiss at the end, right?
Wedlock 5 years later.
No, she's like, call me Becky, and that's it.
Oh, that's the last thing she says. Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Super stupid.
Yeah, that's a good point. They don't really resolve that.
You didn't see the end credits when they put the type on screen? It says they had a illegitimate child 5 years later.
Yeah, I missed that.
You got to pay attention. You got to watch through the credits.
The after credit should have just been them awkwardly on a boat making out. That's what it should have been.
Listen. Gavin just posited a question. He said, and he doesn't even know how profound this question is because it leads kind of where we're going in this movie. He said, "How old do you think they are?" That's the question I had most of this movie.
Yeah, I think
I don't know
young.
Who's how old.
Yeah,
Spike looks like he could drive.
Spike looks like a grown man.
Tad looks like he's in first grade.
Yeah,
it's
they
ridiculous.
all are at least past second grade.
Why?
Yeah. Because when he gets crushed on the end zone, they go and he's talking about like Miss Robinson or whatever, and he's like, "Oh,
all the way back to second grade.
all the way back to second grade."
All the way back to second grade. Okay.
Do you think?
By the way, another great special effect moment.
That was special effects.
They indented the field.
I went through a 5-minute thought process about when they would have filmed that part.
Yeah.
I was like, did they do it afterwards?
Very end, I'm sure. After they used
the
field.
Such a good effect.
Look, I thought the special effects conversation was part and parcel. I mean, we talked about the special effects in Tenet. We talked about the special effects in Godzilla. I just assumed we were going to continue that trend in all of our movies.
I would like to see the special effects where Arnold from Predator arm wrestles Arnold from Commando and see who wins.
So
I'm here for a Little Giants remake where Schwarzenegger plays the identical twin coaches of each team.
Oh, Danny DeVito and Arnold coaching. That's it. Let's do it.
All right, so I'm gonna bring back one of Phil's segments. Philosophy and why this movie wouldn't be made today. So this movie hardcore hit some gender issues, which I was like really kind of shocked by because I didn't remember them. It struck me for the very opening scene with the tryout, and they start making fun of her for peeing sitting down.
What did they say?
Was like,
you're hot to trot, but you still got to squat.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is happening.
That was in this movie.
Yes.
I was like, oh man, this is not.
Donnie had checked out of this movie so early. He doesn't remember that line.
Well, can you blame me?
Yes.
This movie, look, I agree it's a terrible movie, but it is fun to watch, and I laughed pretty much throughout the entire movie.
So how is that a bad movie?
Exactly. Okay, great question, Gavin. This goes back to Donnie's question about Kong versus Godzilla.
If you enjoy it, why is it bad?
Hey, you know what's funny? We watched Kong versus Godzilla, two giants fighting, and now we're watching Little Giants. I thought that was funny.
To answer your question, Gavin, is I would not watch this movie again, and I would not have chosen to watch it now had it not been for this show. So, like,
I agree.
I'm just saying because
movie squad giving back.
I'm just saying because I had to watch this, right? But I agree. It was good. It was fun. But like not enough where I would go back and watch it again. You know,
but not every movie needs to be seen twice.
That's fine. That's
I'm not. Chris,
so then okay. So then if that is your logic, if that is your logic, and you were asking me, is this a movie that I would recommend for people to watch? I would say absolutely 100% no, never, ever, never. It is a terrible movie.
You laughed the whole time.
Because I had to. I was forced to watch it.
Right. But if you sat through an hour and 47 minutes and you were laughing the whole time.
Bro, I watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie from 1995 every single year. And I love that movie. And that movie is terrible.
What movie?
The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers from 1995. So what
I'm just saying.
Agreed. I agree with that.
Because you like something doesn't make it a good movie.
I've watched that movie.
Yeah, like this is
correct.
I don't think I agree. Because movies are what you make of them.
Taste is subjective.
Taste is subjective. Yeah, sure. So Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is a 10. So it's better than Citizen Kane. You heard that here first.
So here's what I wish. I wish that we had phones as powerful as the microphone at that football game where all of them are overheard making the deal at the end of the game, before the game. When Moranis and Ed O'Neill are talking to each other and everyone can hear their entire conversation from a mic that's like 5 feet away from them.
Yeah.
That microphone
but
is
see,
the microphone.
even listen, that, like in a better movie, there would be some sort of reveal there that makes Ed O'Neill the bad guy. Like, you know, for years you've been ripping people off or.
Let me say, I will say this.
It's like a
but he's not
movie.
This. The only redeeming quality of this movie.
Huh?
Yes, he was not evil, and he kind of he's all right. He's still family at the end. I that was fine. That was good. I was in for that.
But I think
good ending.
Yeah, what I think would have made the ending better. What I think would have made the ending better to this movie is if there had been some plot device that allowed the bet to be about settling something from their childhood. So like, I want that rookie card that dad gave you that he promised to give.
Are you trying to make this personal between you and me?
Yeah. No, but you know what I'm saying?
This whole thing is just a Donnie versus
Is
Phil.
that why we want?
That's why we did this movie.
Message from you to me that you picked this movie. Is that what's happening right now?
Spot at the World Series,
I guess, you know what? I got to correct my own. I do got to correct my own point, because at the end of the day, that wasn't the bet, but it was how they settled the score, right? They nullified the bet and they put O'Shea brothers on the water tower.
Yeah. But I agree with you. It just
Kevin O'Shea's call, by the way. It's totally the town's call.
Right. Yeah. But when they asked who's the O'Shea brothers,
exactly,
a Heisman winner and a coach who won a Pee Wee game.
Hey,
one Pee
Wee game. We don't know how they did next week at the championship, but he won one Pee Wee game.
Oh.
So here's a qualm I have with the logistics.
Okay. Let's start winding down on
that. Is this
go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're right. This is like my last thing. So at the end of the game, what is the team's name? The Cowboys. Cowboys have the ball. It's fourth down. They're like the 1 yard line, right?
Yeah.
They're going to give Spike the ball to run it in. So the coach, bad guy coach, yells. They know the play. They have timeouts.
No, they were in motion.
That's what those are.
You're already in motion.
Like
can you call
all the time.
When you're already in motion?
I think you can.
Drama, Donnie.
Oh, you're right.
As long as you haven't snapped the ball, you can
checking. Yeah.
You're telling me your favorite movie?
You can call
not needed.
Timeout. And Ed O'Neill,
saucy.
I'm just saying whatever.
Maybe he was out of timeouts.
I'm tapped.
I'm tapped
out. Me and Arnold are tapped out.
It's
That's
possible.
Right. You can't call timeouts on back-to-back plays.
You cannot call timeout back-to-back plays.
Which he had already done. So there's your answer.
In Pee Wee football, do we know that for sure?
Gavin's the only one of the four of us that actually played Pee Wee football.
I'm guessing in Pee Wee football, you can hand the referee a $5 bill and be like, dude, give me another timeout.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I got.
By the way, I found a video online of the origination of the Fumble Rooski play. Very interesting, developed play.
Oh,
you cannot give the ball to the guard unless it's a fumble, meaning you have to stage a fumbling of the ball for that to be a legitimate play, which they did, right? I mean, Junior Floyd snapped it and then put it down, thus fumbling the ball.
Well, that's
was his name Floyd Jr. or Junior Floyd?
Junior Floyd
is his whole name.
Okay. What were we saying, Gavin? Got him as we wind down. I got a couple more things. But about the movie, you got anything else? You had a list of quotes. What are some of your favorite lines in this movie, Gavin?
Well, Zoltex, you rang.
Great.
Classic.
Donnie, tune in.
When they got their jerseys, and little Jake was like, "So the guys at the morgue can identify the body."
Almost everything Jake said was great.
It was.
So was the scene where he called the cops on Coach Kevin
O'Shea.
Oh, that was funny too.
That was hilarious. And he's like, "I got to give to my brother." He called the state troopers instead of local police. I didn't think he had it in him.
Yeah. Super good.
Like there's just quote after quote after quote.
That was a good scene. Rick Moranis.
And then there was the last one when they go Giants, Giants, and then Tag goes, "Help us, God."
Yeah.
Can you not like this movie?
Yeah, you're messed up. By the way, Donnie, you're wrong. There was a training montage. It involved the monkey bars.
That wasn't a montage though. That was just like a
fair enough
kid taking a shot at the monkey bars.
Well, there was the one where they were with all the NFL players.
And then the NFL players.
I'll give you credit.
The NFL players. Those
you're right.
Were terrible.
There was a montage.
Still didn't make it. 40% medal.
I don't like football.
We know this.
That's the end of the statement. I think that
I don't like childish. I don't like this.
Okay.
I just think
okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Don.
I'm done. I got nothing else to say.
Right. So I was going to say that I did have fun with it, but I think I would have enjoyed it more if it was a different sport. Like I like hockey movies, I like baseball movies. Football just doesn't do it for me. I don't like it.
Okay.
My whole childhood.
Couple quick things, real quick.
I'm sorry.
We'll wind it down. Couple quick things. This movie cost $20 million to make.
Whoa.
What now?
Okay.
20 million.
And this is in what is it? 90 what?
That's
4.
In 94.
That's how much it costs
football
to make.
Movie cost $20 million.
This movie had a $20 million budget. It was a Amblin Entertainment. So Spielberg saw a commercial at the Super Bowl and said, "I want I think he said Bad News Bears, but he wanted his kid's sports movie." And so Amblin put this movie together.
Nice.
$20 million. Gavin, what were you saying? Fun fact?
Fun fact: Napoleon Dynamite was produced for $400K.
Yeah. So there you go.
Not
You're only beefing up their
kids. And was
I'm just saying.
So much better than this.
The point, it's just fun.
Okay, did it make money?
Okay, so 19.3 million at the box office. Takes a hit. So we don't get a sequel, but check this out. SB Nation, which is a sports blog, I found this while doing some research about this movie. SB Nation, of course, you take a $700,000 hit on a kid's movie, you're not getting the sequel. You deserve.
Sure.
But SB Nation went ahead and put together a script for a proposed sequel, which becomes, these two teams come together as the Little Giants. Spike and Icebox are still kind of, jawing at each other, and their conflict sort of hurts the team from succeeding until they come together at the halftime. But the chief tension in that movie, the proposed movie, which they call Little Giants Go for Two, was that the coach of the Packers was trying to make the hit on Coach Kevin O'Shea in college, and O'Shea hurdled him and went in for the touchdown, setting up his Heisman Trophy win. And so they have this long-standing tension, and now they're going to coach head-to-head for the win.
Nice. And then
that was actually a pretty good little script. I read the whole thing.
I'd be down. I'd be down for that. You bring back Rick Moranis as assistant coach, and
co-coach.
Yeah.
Co-coach. They said that at the end of the movie.
Co-coach. That's right.
Yeah.
Just in case one of the coaches doesn't know anything about
So we're going to rate this movie, but before we rate this movie, I'm going to throw some stuff out to you guys that was said about this movie. This movie got a 36% on tomato. This is 36% tomato meter.
Yeah.
Accurate.
There are literally only 11 reviews for this movie on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay. So, and out of those 11 reviews, they got 36.
There's a reason for that too.
Yep. Sounds right.
But the one with the popcorn bucket, I don't know what is that? The Rotten Tomatoes gives
Flickster.
Yeah, Flickster gives it a 63%.
Okay.
So a couple quick comments just before we set up. I want you guys to prepare for your rating, set up the rating system. A couple comments. Here we go. Number 1, working in 2 platoons, the 4 screenwriters have skillfully removed all vestiges of originality from this story and turned in a perfectly honed retread of every other movie about how a team of losers wins the big game.
Yep.
Sounds right.
Number 2, poor play calling will keep you on the shelves of forgotten DVDs for a long, long time.
Yep, endorse.
Now, you have this Blu-ray in your collection? Would you like a physical copy of this movie for your collection?
Nope.
Okay, well, keep an eye on your Christmas.
No, I would not buy this movie.
birthday.
Oh my God! I hope
I didn't say would you buy it. I asked if you wanted it.
No, I don't. But the answer is the same.
But here's the deal: in honor of what I think is
present.
I'm going to end on a good note because I like this movie. I know Gavin likes this movie. My wife loves this movie. My brother-in-law loves this movie. So I'm going to end on a positive comment. Last one. Little Giants has managed to be a mainstay with me since it was first released. It's not the greatest film in the market, but it's fun and offers a nice team up of Moranis and O'Neill. The film flopped on release, but I know it managed a small viewership on VHS release. I caught this again on Netflix last night, and it's still a nice little film that has a lot of heart. It's still aimed at the younger audience, but as these underdog storylines go, it's not bad. Not without its flaws, but you'll be hard-pressed not to find yourself enjoying this film in the end. And I think that is a fair synopsis of what to expect of Little Giants. So, that being said, Chris.
I would give this exactly 12 pounds of nut butter.
Yes.
So, that's...
Yes.
I mean, look, listen, I would agree with... I honestly didn't think there was any heart at all. That I think that ultimately is what separates this from movies of the genre that I really do like.
What do you mean by that?
I just felt like nobody's motivation was like there was no you mentioned right if it was about something in their childhood, right? A baseball card or something.
I mean, you'd see it my way.
I mean, yeah, maybe a little bit, but you have your Icebox. Her main motivation is she wants to be a girl and date a guy. I mean, nobody had any, like, there was just no motivation driving
she wants to be
people to be better
for her skill.
But she doesn't. She wants to, she wants to suck face with, Casper. That's what she wants. I just
don't you think that's a reasonable motivation for a bunch of 12-year-olds?
I mean, sure, but like
7-year-olds. I don't know.
Yes, Phil, absolutely. But I don't go to the park
wherever
and hang out with 7-year-olds. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like the movie should. The movie is made for a wide. Yeah, thank God. The movie is made for a wide audience. It should speak to a wide audience. I don't care. I don't care exactly what it was. I just never felt like Rick Moranis was really invested in bettering the lives of the kids. Like this story is different if Rick Moranis is like, I was always bullied. You guys get bullied. I'm going to help you rise to the top. It isn't until the halftime conversation that you even feel like he gives a crap about those kids.
It's mentioned earlier in the movie that he started a chess club for them, a nature walk with them. Like, he invests in these kids' lives.
So he did hate them.
All right, yeah, there you got 12 pounds of
12 pounds of because you don't think it has enough heart. I don't know that I agree, but okay, that's your right.
That's where I am.
We don't have to argue with you on your rating. It's your rating, Donnie.
Sure.
I'm going to give this movie 29 exploding snot bubbles.
Oh, gosh dang it! I knew it was coming, but like I still don't like it.
It's just I'm with Chris, man. I didn't feel. I'm gonna say something like super controversial right now. I feel like Rick Moranis is why I didn't like this movie. I don't like his character in this movie.
Wow.
I mean, I think he's the least funny.
I actually like
the movie.
I know. See, that's how I feel. Like, Rick Moranis is a funny guy, man. Like, he's freaking funny. But he's not funny in this movie at all.
Maybe he's trying to break into drama.
He's just kind of blah, man. He's trying to break into
my big break, Ma.
Genre.
My big break, Ma. Come and see my new movie. I'm gonna be serious.
Yeah.
Also, there's a scene in this. There's also a scene in this movie where the play-by-play guy says it's 21-7, right? And the Little Giants score a touchdown, and he says, and they cut the score in half.
They cut the deficit in half, is what he says.
I'm not good at maths. I'm not good at maths and all, but no. Yeah. Nobody caught that in the editing room. Whatever. This movie is blasé. I'll never watch it again. I'm glad it appeals to your family, Philip. It's something you guys can sit around and watch together and bond. Good for you. Enjoy.
We laugh together. I'll say this. I forgot to mention in Going for Two, the end ends with them going for two.
And losing.
And I know they win. Of course, it's a kids' movie. You can't give the devastation of losing. Gavin, need a final ranking for this movie.
17 gaseous outbursts from our friendly neighborhood gas man, Zoltek.
17,
man.
Yeah. That kid needs to see a gastroenterologist or gastroendocrine or whatever they call
him. Gastroenterologist.
I'm not a fan of
bratwurst for a living.
Am I on delay?
A little bit, yeah. I'm not a big fan of
oh my gosh.
Of fart jokes, toilet humor in general. I'm not a big fan of. So didn't dig the fart guy too much, but
I didn't enjoy it that much either. But
all right, listen, I'm gonna give it.
Joke.
Do what?
In my basement. I say it was cold in my basement, but thankfully I've got Arnold on both sides of me.
You shut up with Arnold. You cannot bring posters to the show again if you're going to talk about it the whole freaking time.
Yeah, no can do. Listen, guys,
it's better than this movie.
No, false. Silence.
Silencio.
I give this movie 100 smashed peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. All right, guys, that's it. That's it for The Little Giants, okay? The Little Giants is a fantastic movie, my final words. But the reality is you should know this, and I'll leave you with this. Steven Spielberg, I said he saw that commercial, and he said he wants his, and I said I want my Bad News Bears. I was wrong. The quote is by Steven Spielberg, I want my Home Alone. And that's it, guys. This is Steven Spielberg's Home Alone. So for Chris and Donnie and Gavin, we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening to the Movie Squad.
Squad. What is coming out this year that's like
what is coming out this year? Let's have that conversation. So I'll pull up a list. Do you know of anything, Phil, right now?
No. I actually was hoping you'd kind of enlighten us since
let's do it. So we do. Let's start with one that we do know that's coming out.
Are we getting any Marvel this year?
Yeah, we're getting Black Widow. Black Widow is coming up.
Are we actually ever going to get Black Widow?
I mean, I do think that Black Widow is coming out for sure. So
we get? Okay.
We also have now again this is hard because we don't really know if things are going to get pushed or moved, and
right, but we got to work with the information that we have.
Sure, of course, yeah. So we do have let's see, we're already past March. Oh, real quick, has anybody watched Coming to America?
No, not interested.
I heard it was stupid, and I'm not watching it.
Okay, great. Well, then we'll just move right past that.
Doesn't look interesting to
me. So we do have let's see. So going up, we have there's just not a lot, man. You have Cruella. Have you guys seen the trailer for Cruella?
That looks
terrible.
It looks terrible.
Yeah, but it's Emma Stone. Like, she's great, right?
I mean, she is, but I don't know about this movie looks rough.
I think she's a better child actor.
No.
Hermione?
No. That's not Emma Stone. That's Emma Stone played I don't know, like she played La La Land, she played Birdman,
Zombieland.
I don't care.
She was in
Quiet Place 2 comes out. Quiet Place 2 comes out in May.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
That one.
I am curious how they think they're going to continue that storyline. Feels a little bit like a cash grab.
Does it?
I don't know. I would trust him at this point to not be. What about In the Heights?
Spoiler.
Not that much.
Any love for In the Heights from you guys?
Don't even know what that is.
Broadway play by Lin.
I saw the preview for that, and it looks terrible.
Is that all these conversations going to be Donnie going, no, I want to see that.
Yeah, we already had that first hour.
I don't want to watch that.
It's a musical.
I love.
I don't want to watch a musical.
Oh, it looks great.
Stop eating.
Okay, how about the Hitman's wife's bodyguard?
What?
Who's in this?
Okay, so have you guys seen the Hitman's Bodyguard with Ryan Reynolds and Sam Jackson? So this is the follow up. Sam Jackson gets captured, and so Sam Jackson's wife which is played by Salma Hayek, actually now goes and gets Ryan Reynolds to go save
that could be good.
Sam Jackson. Yeah, I really liked the first movie. I thought it was really funny. I'm a big fan.
I figured the wife was going to be Tiffany Haddish because she seems to be
in everything.
Everything. You don't like her?
Is she the singer? Oh, that's Billie Haddish.
That's Billie Eilish. Let me tell you something about Billie Eilish, Donnie.
Oh, Lord.
I'm tired of your hate.
She's terrible. She's terrible.
Thank you. I don't have to say.
She's the little giant of music right now.
Thank you.
Depressed emo girls on your back for that one.
I would rather douse my face with kerosene and set it on fire than listen to a song that she has to sing. She doesn't really sing. She just kind of like whisper raps, and it's terrible. It's just like she's like what would happen if like what's that ASMR? What's the crap where you get like really
AMSR?
Yeah. It's like that, but like if you wanted it to be really terrible, that's what it'd be like. What about Luca?
Somebody muffled the mic.
Yeah. What about Luca?
What is that?
So there's a new Pixar movie. It's about two friends in the Italian like Riverside or like the I don't know. Hang on, where is it at? Maybe it's not Italian.
Do they have a house together and they float it with balloons?
Yeah, it's in the Italian. No, it's in the Italian Riviera. There's an Italian Riviera, but they're actually sea monsters. They find out that they're like when they get in the water, they actually turn into like mermaids.
I love this.
But the town hates them.
Listen,
it looks so good, man.
Let me tell you something.
So good.
When I saw the preview to Coco, I said, I'll never watch that movie. It looks ignorant. It looks just so stupid. I can't stand even I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
And I saw it and I was like, oh,
it's great.
gosh,
Luca looks amazing. You need to watch the trailer.
Johnny, he could not be less
interesting. So F9, so Fast 9 comes out in June. And this is basically
have you seen any of the Fast and Furious movies, Gavin?
I've also seen none of them.
I've seen the first 7.
Okay.
I've also seen none of the Mission Impossibles.
Get out of here, man. Come on. How? So Fast 9.
I'm gonna be running a route on my work in a couple of months for work. I'm gonna be out in your area. I'm gonna bring Mission Impossible movies and we're gonna sit and watch Mission Impossible movies.
They're good.
They're so good.
He's gonna be like hanging out in a dorm watching Mission Impossible movies.
I have my own schedule.
Videotape this. This is my new favorite reality show. Donnie and Gavin watching Mission Impossible movies in a college dorm room. Yes.
Tom Cruise movies.
Yes.
Okay, so Fast 9.
Tom Cruise. Isn't.
What is Donnie saying?
What?
It's a car movie.
Wait, we didn't hear you. Say it again. Risky Business?
I said he's
a car movie.
The Duel?
No Arnold, Tom Cruise.
Oh no, Tom Cruise is no Arnold. Yeah. Okay, Fast and Furious 9.
I feel like we're speaking to someone who doesn't speak English and we don't really know exactly what he's saying. And so you're just filling it in. You're like, yeah, no, Tom Cruise is not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, got it. Yes.
Okay.
That is water. You can't drink that. That's fine. That is safe.
Yes.
So Fast 9 has John Cena as Vin Diesel's brother. And it has Charlize Theron with a bowl cut for some reason. I don't know why. And they put a car on a plane with rockets and they let it go and it flies. So it's flying cars.
Oh my gosh.
So we're close to space. So that's what's happening there.
We're gonna go underwater.
Have they not already?
I mean, I'm sure they probably have. Black Widow comes out in July.
We'd ask Donnie, but we wouldn't be able to hear his answer.
So okay, how do we feel about Black Widow?
I look forward to it.
Me too, man.
I know that Scarlett Johansson takes a lot of heat.
You know what I'm excited
for whatever reason. I think she's fantastic.
I do too. I think she's great. Yeah, I think she's great. Me and you, Phil.
I'm excited for Outer Banks season 2.
Okay, nobody knows what that means. Be quiet. What is Outer Banks season 2? What the pale is in Outer Banks?
Netflix show. Outer Banks.
Black Widow is
the OC of Gavin's generation.
Oh gosh, barf on my face.
More like Point
Blank. Donnie.
Black Widow. Donnie, come on, give us an honest take.
We're gonna,
don't just be misogynistic.
No,
It's
I'm tempted to go see it, but it could be more because there's nothing at the theaters to see, and it might just be desperate. I don't really like her or Hawkeye. I don't understand why they are superheroes.
They're so good.
I don't know. When she died, so spoiler, good, I was kind of like, good.
Oh, dude, I like Black Widow, and
it's tragic.
It's great. I'm super pumped for Black Widow. Totally in.
I'll probably go see it.
I'll drag him to the theater.
What's the other girl?
Frances kick men's butts.
Frances Pugh, right? I think she's great. And then you have David Harbour. I mean, like, come on, man. I'm pumped. I'm there. I'm not going to the theater. I'm not an idiot, but I'll watch it when it comes out for sure.
I'm not crazy.
Let me tell you something, Chris.
I'm not going out in public.
Well, I believe you would, Phil.
Public or something.
Yeah, I'm not
free
going
movie Mondays.
Okay. Also in July, we're getting Space Jam: A New Legacy. Now, Gavin, see, you're excited for this, right?
See that?
Yeah.
What is the matter with your generation? This movie looks terrible.
So
LeBron's
so long of a podcast that would be.
I grew up watching LeBron.
We should do Space Jam. Oh, it's my pick for the next movie.
LeBron is a sellout. He's a China sellout. For watching him. China.
But
a sellout.
I care about his politics.
China.
I care about his game.
Well, he's playing cartoon characters in a movie, so I don't think his games.
I'm excited.
I see, and I believe you. I don't know why, but I believe you.
I hated the first one.
I mean, yeah, it was amazing. You're right.
It's not going to be good. I know that.
Space Jam.
I'm just excited.
We're doing Space Jam. We're doing Space Jam next show, or it's happening.
Oh no!
Come on!
No! Please give me some good movies, not Space Jam. Come on.
We're not yet, but we probably will. Okay, so
let's do Commando.
So listen, in July 23rd. Okay, let's get serious for a second. July 23rd, we have a new M. Night Shyamalan movie coming out called Old.
Okay.
Nothing has been released about this movie. There's no synopsis. Nobody knows anything about it.
This guy.
I'm super.
Doesn't he have a series on Apple TV?
Yes, I refuse to watch it because it's way too scary.
Nobody knows.
Servant?
Yes, it's Servant.
Yeah,
that's the one where they have one of those fake babies that looks real.
Ain't doing it, and I can't do the fake baby. It isn't even that it's scary. That baby friggin' gives me the heebie-jeebies. I would murder that baby. I would set that baby on fire.
Someone remind Gavin that baby is a video podcast and he needs to stay in frame.
This is the after credits, I thought.
Yeah, but people are still watching.
No, they're not.
So
you are not allowed back on.
He's not exciting.
I bring a great vibe.
That is rude. That is rude. What? Go ahead, Donnie. Go.
Did either of you ever see Split? Did either of you ever see Split or Glass?
Oh, no, I never watched Split or Glass. No, I always wanted to, but I didn't.
None of them. The follow-ups to Unbreakable. You guys
wanted to.
No, and I think they probably would have been good, but I just didn't watch them.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same.
I've seen them both.
I know. I'll have to get them.
Hey, Chris.
Split is really good. Glass is okay. Unbreakable is an underrated movie. I love that.
I love Unbreakable. I love Unbreakable. Would you say that Split, if you watch Split, just like you went to the theater and watched Split, because it was like 10 plus years later, right? Maybe more.
Yeah.
I literally thought you were about to vomit. The sound that came out of you, I thought was Pearl. And I was like, I hope Chris is capturing that. I hope we're getting this.
We're getting it.
Amazing. Nope. I didn't throw up.
But if you were watching Split and like I said, you just went to the theater when it came out, would you have known it was a sequel to Unbreakable?
Yes.
You did. Okay. You would have.
If I did, I knew, but I don't understand the question. Like,
if you didn't know Unbreakable was a movie, like if you were like, I don't know Unbreakable, would you realize, like me watching Kong versus Godzilla?
Yeah,
you're like, I didn't know. I needed to watch something else.
Yeah, there's a scene in the movie that connects them together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chris, you should put Creed 1 and 2 on Plex.
Yeah, I used to have them. They're great. I agree. They're really good. Okay, let's move through. Let's move through.
I was going to say I wanted to comment on old real fast.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go old. Yeah.
I think this M. Night shtick is played. Like, can this guy just can he just not make a movie and go, hey, I made a good movie, go see it? Why does he have to try to dupe us into going to see his movies?
M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Milan.
I'm
for now. I'm still. I like M. Night mostly.
Am I wrong? Do you feel like I'm being unfair?
No. I agree, but I don't know. It's one of those things that it's always if it works. The payoff would be fantastic. If you watch this movie and it's a great movie and you had just went in completely blind.
You literally went to it knowing nothing.
Yeah, that is a great experience. Now, if it sucks, then it's man, another dud. But yeah, if he pulls it off,
I don't watch trailers anymore.
You don't watch trailers anymore?
I try not to either.
I try not to.
Because I don't want to know.
They give away so much.
First off, I feel like it ruins the perception.
Somebody told me they went.
I just don't want to know anything.
I heard. Never mind. Carry on.
No, go ahead, Donnie.
No. It's. I don't want to say it. Go ahead.
Okay. All right.
Donnie
I agree.
has a job now. He has to worry about listeners.
So, Snake Eyes. They're making a Snake Eyes movie. G.I. Joe. Yeah. Right now, it's scheduled for July.
It'll be terrible.
I know, but I want it so bad.
Nicolas Cage made a movie called Snake Eyes.
He did. That's a different.
Why do you trash on me for being excited for Space Jam? And then you act like this for Snake Eyes.
No.
Because
I get it.
G.I. Joe,
I said that I'm glad that you are excited. I'm just saying it's going to be terrible. And just like Phil just said, Snake Eyes is going to be terrible. But I'm still excited. I told you earlier I watch Power Rangers every single year, so it's okay.
Do you have a date written down on your calendar that you watch it?
No,
an anniversary.
It fluctuates. I like to watch it sometimes.
Like us with Walter Mitty. Every year, New Year's Eve.
Yeah, no, it isn't that religious. I like to stretch it a little bit. Okay, Jungle Cruise right now, July 30th. The Rock, Emily Blunt.
I roll. Hashtag I roll.
Hashtag I roll. Okay. What about?
No, am I crazy?
Did you like the Jumanji movies?
No,
they were hilarious.
They were fantastic.
Yes, they were good.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be that same.
Is Donnie being serious?
I don't know because he's frozen right now.
Even though I'm delayed.
Wait, you are being serious, Don?
Everybody do their best Donnie impression.
I am. I like movies. I watched them with my family. We thought they were good.
Yeah.
Was there a second new Jumanji movie? Are there 3 Jumanji movies?
There's 2 with The Rock.
With Rock and Kevin Hart.
I don't think I've seen
3 total.
Yeah, 3 total.
Wait, which one is the one? Never mind.
Okay, great.
Which one is the one where they're in a video game? Is that both of them?
That's both of them with The Rock. The whole shtick of the reboot is that they're in a video game now.
They're in a video game. Okay.
It's so good. It's such a great.
I liked them.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, James Gunn is doing Suicide Squad. Where do we fall on Suicide Squad?
Where do you fall on that? Is what
they're remaking it again? Are we gonna get a 4-hour version of that movie?
No. It's brand new everything, brand new cast, brand new story, brand new everything. They just blew it up and they're starting over.
Oh well, I'll tell you what I think about this movie. I don't care.
Isn't Margot Robbie?
Yeah, Margot Robbie is still Harley Quinn. I think she's the only one. She's the only one that came back. Yeah. Now, the only thing that I care about is King Shark.
What?
King Shark?
You meant Kingpin.
Did you watch the trailer?
No, I didn't watch the first movie.
Okay, Sylvester Stallone. No. Listen, everybody stop talking. Sylvester Stallone voices a giant humanoid shark called King Shark. and he just straight up just eats friggin' people just like walking down the street. He looks amazing. He's incredibly funny. Voiced by Sylvester Stallone. That's enough to get you to watch the movie. That's the thing. King Shark. King Shark's the
I'd rather watch Sharknado.
No.
Okay.
No, you wouldn't. So
I hope this is a crossover event between Sharknado and Suicide Squad.
Watch the. It might be. What about Free Guy? How do we feel about Free Guy? Ryan Reynolds.
Is that the one with Ryan Reynolds where he's supposed to be in that video game?
Yes, it looks.
Isn't that movie like supposed to have come out forever ago?
A long time ago. Yes.
I was literally going to ask you, what was the name of that movie that Ryan Reynolds was supposed to be in, where he gets out of the video game?
Yeah, I'm super pumped. I'm super pumped.
Do you realize, Phil? Do you realize that you literally just asked that? Actually did.
So this isn't a movie that's probably ever going to come out, but I really hope they make a Ready Player 2 because they just came out with a book a few.
Ready Player 2.
Yeah.
The first one make money?
I mean, I think it did, but not a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't much. If it did,
yeah, they spent a lot of money on it.
Yes, they did.
Did they spend more than $20 million?
Yes, a little bit.
I guarantee you.
It's
okay,
funny that
I'm
you
looking
brought
it
up
up.
sequels. Are you done with that list, Chris?
No.
Sorry.
That was only July. All right, jumping down to September, Shang-Chi.
You know, I want to say I'm not excited, but I'm giving Marvel. I'm going to continue to give Marvel a fair shake. Man.
Listen, I'm pumped. I think Shang-Chi is going to be amazing. I cannot wait. I'm all in for Shang-Chi.
Donnie's all about it.
Yeah, Donnie in for Shang-Chi. Yeah, of course.
Donnie's
Phil goes, I'll go.
About it.
Also in September. Yeah, Gavin.
Marvel, but anything else about that? No.
He's a martial arts guy, man. It's gonna be Marvel's Karate Kid. The only thing that
everybody in the Marvel universe is martial arts.
No, who's martial arts?
Do you watch them fight? That's all.
I mean, yeah, like mixed martial arts, but like this is like straight up like. You know, this is like.
So does he have a power? Or
kung fu stuff. He does have. So yes and no. He just learns how to balance his chi, and so he can like he's a little bit stronger, but he's not like super powered.
It's like Kung Fu Panda 3.
Terrible.
It's basically Kung Fu Panda 3. Yes, it is Kung Fu Panda 3, and that's what's good. And actually, Shang-Chi, they just announced they've replaced the Asian guy that they were going to do Shang-Chi, and actually Jaden Smith is going to be Shang-Chi. So it's going to be really. It's basically just Kung Fu.
I will only watch it if he wears his white Batman costume.
Okay. So I hate you. Okay. Venom. Let There Be Carnage is out.
I'll go see that.
It is a sequel with Woody Harrelson as Carnage, so that should be Tom Hardy opposite.
Going with their Marvel characters.
Yeah, Tom Hardy opposite Woody Harrelson, I think could be kind of cool.
Ready Player One. Ready Player One budget was about 160 million.
Oh, that's less than I thought.
It made 580 million.
Yeah, so I mean, it turned a profit, but I mean that's still
they'll make another one.
$250,000.
Probably
They'll make Ready Player. They'll make Ready Player.
Okay, what about how do we feel about October? We get Dune. How do we feel about the new Dune remake?
I'll go see that. It's got to be better than the first Dune in 1984. It was terrible.
Yes, I agree with that. Gav, you said you have no interest in Dune. This is they're aiming at your audience. It has
it's like on a different planet, but it looks like it's in Egypt.
Yeah. With it has
it looks awful.
It has like that.
They ride worms, man.
It's like that guy that's supposed to be like your generation's guy, right? What's his name? Timothy Lavender Pants. What's his name?
Yes, Hickey Billy.
It's
Chalamet or something.
Yeah,
Chalamet?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't like him, but
Chalamet.
I don't know. It's let's see. It's spelled
Timothy
Charlemagne. Timothea Charmelat. Nobody cares. Also in October is Morbius.
A different language. Yes, I'm looking forward to Morbius. Again, that's part of the Sony Marvel stuff.
Wait, what?
I'll go see that.
I have so Morbius. I think Morbius is a bridge too far for me. I don't really like Jared Leto, and I don't like any of the visual language of the movie. Like I'm not into it at all. So I mean, I'm sure I'll watch it, but I just.
So Morbius exists in the world of Venom, right?
Yes, the world of Spider-Man.
Sony's universe.
It's a Spider-Man character, yes.
Right. I love Let me say something. I love vampire movies. We talked about this on the podcast in the past.
That's right. Yeah.
I started hating vampire movies when Twilight came out because they started making them horrible.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And then so I'm looking for. I'm always looking for a good vampire movie. Give me Lost
Have you ever
Boys,
seen Interview with the Vampire?
Yeah, I liked it.
Oh, I love Interview. It's probably my
Kirsten
favorite.
Dunst, childhood actor.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so then we have the other big movie in October, which I am actually super, super pumped for, is No Time to Die.
Oh, yeah.
James Bond's coming back. It's Daniel Craig's last movie. So, yeah, I like that. I'm all in on that. I think that's great.
Yeah. Not at the theater.
I like Daniel Craig's James Bond.
Now, listen, if November stays the way it stays right now, November looks great. So November, we have Eternals. Okay. The Eternals doesn't look good, but Eternals from Marvel. We'll see what happens there. Okay.
Is that like group of young kids?
No.
No. New Mutants.
Yeah, it's New Mutants. No. This is we don't have time for that. This is space people.
That'll be next episode's post-credit scene. Chris will explain the Eternals.
Yeah, just
the rest of us will just pause and
leave.
Think Guardians of the Galaxy, but more regal, like.
Isn't that coming out this year?
No. Ghostbusters Afterlife, which I was very excited to see until the Stay Puft trailer.
Yeah. The trailer turned me away from that.
Now makes me think it's going to be terrible.
An appearance back in this movie.
If Rick Moranis is in it, I'll go see it.
And then later on in November we get Top Gun Maverick, which I think looks amazing. That movie gets me pumped up every single time. I think we find
an IMAX theater to see that one.
Yeah, heck yeah. Do we have one of those here?
About an hour south.
I'm in. Let's do that.
Okay. Listen here. Okay. December. Now, if December checks out, December may be amazing. I have no idea how it could actually work right now, but this is what is right now on the book. So we have December 10th, we have West Side Story. Musical, directed by Spielberg. I'm all there. I'm ready to go. I know that you don't care about that, so I'll move on. December 17th, Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yes.
Ooh.
Third Spider-Man movie. So we would get Venom, Morbius, and Spider-Man all in the fall. That's pretty crazy.
I'm in for that.
December 22nd, The King's Men. So sequel.
Is that part of that series with the British special?
Yes, those are good. I'll go see that.
They're great. Yeah, absolutely.
That's a third one, right?
That's the third one. Yes.
Yeah.
December 22nd, also Matrix 4.
What now?
Keanu's coming back.
For real?
Oh, dude, I'm so pumped.
I don't think I'm interested in that.
What?
I'll tell you why I'm not interested. Well, I'm not going to say it, but Donnie, you guys know why we're not interested in this movie. This movie is going to explore all this garbage.
Yep.
That
political garbage.
Yeah. Dude,
oh yeah. It's going to be highly politicized.
This is a group.
I'm hoping it's not.
The last movie these two made, they were brothers, and now they're sisters. So, where do you think?
I'm not.
I'm hoping not, because I love Matrix, but you're probably right.
Bend.
And then listen. So listen, they also have listed December 22nd, Sherlock Holmes 3 with Robert Downey Jr., which I had no idea that was even happening, but I'm all for that, man. That's great.
I like those movies.
So I think that's about it.